Peace. What's going on, conscious mother truckers? Welcome back. Doing a video. Uh, Today is a bittersweet day for me, and I'm gonna explain why. Right now, I'm sitting at a TA right now. Pulled over pretty much to take a break. I have a load on me. I gotta drop off I got about say about an hour and a half. So pretty much this is my last video with this company that I'm with. Unfortunately, I only been with this company for about 4 months. It's pretty much been a disaster from the very beginning. Excuse me. So it's a bittersweet moment for me. I actually some parts of this account were good. A lot of the parts of this account was bad, and I pretty much spoke up about certain stuff. That's just the type of person I am. I'm just not gonna go for anything. I don't care what company it's with, or or what I'm doing, or management, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just demand a certain level of respect, integrity, and professionalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may look a little young. I got little gray hairs in my beard, but I'm 46 years old, and I'm at a point in my life where I'm on cruise control. You know what I'm saying? Like, out on this road, driving on this road, I pretty much I'm in cruise control. Like I said, I'm in the right lane, doing the speed limit or a little under the speed limit. I just put it on cruise and I let this thing drive me, you know what I mean? And I'm checking my mirrors and all that stuff. So, I'm not one of those dudes that you see on the road that's gonna be in and out of traffic, swerve, just all up on somebody's bumper and all driving unsafe. So that's not me. You know what I mean? I keep my distance, my following distance. I'm a very safe driver. I'm a good driver. I pay attention. I'm very aware. Hence, conscious trucker. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a bittersweet moment for me because, I call my truck Big Bertha. You know what I mean? I have an oversized sleeper, so I got a double bunk. I'm able to put a refrigerator in here and stuff like that, and TV, and my bunk is pretty spacious. You know what I'm saying? I was able to bring my family, my wife, son, and stuff with me. I'm not gonna really share who I was driving with, because I don't want to burn bridges, because this account, I'm actually leaving the account and the company. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because the company didn't have an account that was suited for me, for me and my family, the best fit for me and my family. I've been looking for like months. There's just nothing not available right now, so I have to move on. You know what I'm saying? I won't name any names or anything like that with this account, but I will say that what I noticed is that, and just talking to different drivers and stuff like that, that I meet, at truck stops or wherever, even on this account, is that your fleet manager and your dispatchers or your planners are the most important when it comes to being a driver, especially for when you're driving for a company, as a company driver. You know what I'm saying? As an owner operator, you can pretty much control how you run and stuff like that. You can pick your loads and stuff like that. As a company driver, you can't do that. It's forced dispatch. They tell you where to go, how to go, and stuff like that. And one of the dispatchers, the main dispatcher, came from another account. So he had experience, came from another account, and was just horrible. He didn't, he's never driven a truck before, so he don't understand what goes on out here. He tried to pretty much tell me in reverse. Actually, he pretty much told me he's reading out of a book and telling me how long it takes to connect to a trailer or disconnect to a trailer. So that threw me for a loop a little bit, because I was like, because he said realistically it only takes 12 minutes. I said, whoa. I said, first of all, I said, you're saying it wrong. I said, maybe technically it'll take 12 minutes, but realistically it doesn't take 12 minutes, because you have many different situations when you get to certain places. You know what I mean? When you're going to connect to a trailer. Like yesterday, I went to connect to a trailer because I needed an empty trailer. The trailer had to be swept out, and it had to have no holes in the trailer. So, you get instances like that where that takes time. I got a broom, so I gotta get in there and sweep the trailer out, make sure it's clean and stuff like that. Because if you're, even though it's a drive-in, if you're transporting like food grade products and stuff like that, a lot of companies, they want the trailers to be clean. You know what I mean? And no holes in it, because you can't have any type of contamination. And on top of that, when I connected to the trailer, I did my my DVIR or whatever, or my pre-trip or whatever on the trailer to make sure there's no holes in it, that the inspection is good, the tires are good, everything, what you normally do, when you picking up a trailer. I know a lot of people, especially if it's dark, it's hard, you know what I mean? Or if you're in a rush, a lot of people kind of go through it real quick or stuff like that, or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I did that. And just before I was about to pull off, I look on my dash, because you want to look on your dash to make sure there's no lights or nothing like that. And the ABS light was on. So I called the maintenance guy, who I flagged him down. He was cool, because I've dealt with him before. And he came and he kind of like jacked the back wheels up and stuff like that, the trailer wheels up, and was trying to see if it was the sensor. He pulled all that stuff. He went through all of that stuff. So eventually I told him, said, don't worry about it. I'll just find another empty trailer or whatever. And then I wound up finding one in that trailer I got now. And, well, no, this ain't, actually, I dropped that trailer off at the consignee, and this one was already full. So that's the way that works. Before, I would go there and get live loaded, and you know what I mean? But yeah, so, I did that. I wound up picking up a good trailer. Man, that took me about an hour and a half to go through all of that. You know what I mean? Because I actually had where I dropped off at, which was a big terminal or whatever you want to call it. And a lot of times you have problems finding empty trailers. So I had to actually open up a bunch of different trailers, you know what I'm saying, and find an empty trailer. So, my point is this is what I mean. Like, you have a lot of guys who are dispatchers or managers who've never driven a truck before, but trying to tell you about your job, and you out here on the road in the real world. But and I told him, I said, listen, I said, have you ever driven a truck before? No, I wouldn't want to do that job, right? So I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, all right, so then how can you tell me about my job sitting in a chair? I said, so you got it wrong. I said, realistically, sometimes it takes longer than 12 minutes. Yeah, technically, yeah, but you have no issues and everything works out fine in a perfect world. You know what I mean? So, anyway, he's that type of guy. He's a perfect world type of guy. So a lot of times when you try to explain something to those type of people, they don't get it, no matter how many times you try to explain to it. So it's almost like y'all not working together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you and your dispatchers are supposed to be working together. And no, it's not a perfect world. Things don't work out perfectly, and you run into certain issues. And sometimes the dispatcher's back might be up against the wall, and you may have to do something that you really don't want to do. You know what I mean? So, and that happens. But a lot of times, like, there was 2 dispatchers with this account that one left already, one is about to leave. I wonder why, but they were great. They were great. One of them I know for sure was a driver, because I spoke to him on a few occasions. He kind of understands the industry and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The other one, I don't know, but he still was great. You know what I mean? They would do like extra things and do things and go the extra mile. You know, they realized that we're on this road for like hours, driving for hours, and we're tired at times. You know what I mean? So you want things to kind of go smooth. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get the shippers and stuff like that. They have attitudes, or they have you doing, you know, ridiculous stuff or whatever like that. But to be dealing with somebody that you deal with on a regular basis every day, you know what I'm saying? You want that good relationship. You know what I mean? And it's just, he was just hard. He's just horrible, and he's the main one. And you know, listen, it was an issue. It got to a point where I had to, you know, pretty much like go to my manager, like, yo, you know, XYZ, right? But the problem is, like I said, dispatchers and managers, fleet managers, they should be, you know, those should be good. They should be solid, at least. Well, my manager is the type of manager that don't likes to deal with conflict. And then on top of that, I would call him in tight situations. He wouldn't answer the phone. And this is after being told by dispatch to call him. Like, they would say, well, I'm stepping away from the computer for a little while, or I'm leaving for the day. Call XYZ if you have an issue. You call these people, they don't pick up the phone. You leave a message, you text them, you may even email them. You hear nothing from them. Nothing. Then, not only that, they don't call you back. You know, even if it's later on in the day, just to say, you know what, my bad, sorry, I was busy, whatever, XYZ. You know what I mean? Nothing. A day go by, 2 days go by, I get a call from my manager about something totally unrelated, something that has nothing to do with what I needed him for. He don't apologize. He don't even mention. He don't even bring it up. It's like it never happened. Like I never called him. But he's telling me about something else that he needs or whatever. You know what I mean? And it just got to the point where I was just like, got tired of it. And I wound up going over his head, and I went to the operations manager. I was like, listen, this is what's going on. Like, you know, especially being new. I'm new to this account, you know what I mean? And a lot of times, you know, accounts run differently. All accounts run differently. You know what I mean? And I'm the type of person where I kind of like catch on quick because I'm aware. I'm conscious. Conscious trucker. So I'm aware, you know, mathematically. I'm very mathematical, very technical. You know what I mean? And I figure stuff out. That's what I do. You know what I mean? I try to find ways to make, you know, my job, make my job easier. You know what I'm saying? To make it work for me. So, and there's a lot of things I learned about this account just being on the account. You know what I mean? There was a lot of things not told to me. There was a lot of things not given to me. There was things told to me by my manager, and then 2 days later, he act like he didn't have the conversation with me. Said he don't recall the conversation. Said he didn't tell me certain things. And I'm like, well, why would I call you in the first place if we didn't have this conversation? You know, so it was just horrible. Like, it was just horrible from the very beginning. Didn't get better. The communication got better. This account, it's just horrible. A lot of times the loads weren't ready. They have you sitting there. Now you on your clock. They got you sitting there for hours sometimes. They were putting loads on us that wasn't due for like, for like 2 days. Like it wasn't to be picked up for like 2 days in the future or whatever like that. It was just like, just a lot of crazy stuff. Like the account was just all over the place. It's just all over the place. It's still all over the place. And today's my last day, man. I put my 2 weeks in 2 weeks ago, and today is my last day. So it's a bittersweet day for me because, like I said, I gotta give up my sleeper or whatever because I am leaving the company totally. But I'm leaving the company totally on good terms. I haven't had any major issues or anything like that. I know when I first got hired, there was a lot of support. There was a lot of just people calling me, just concerned and making sure that I was all right, and being new and stuff like that. So I got nothing bad about this to say about the company overall. It's just that, like I said, companies have accounts, and sometimes they may not have an account that works for you at the time. So I got to keep it moving. You know what I mean? I got to keep it moving. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I just want to share that with y'all, man. I'm about to get back on this road and go deliver this load. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys having a beautiful day. And if you're driving, I hope you're safe out there, paying attention, being conscious of what's going on, not being distracted. And yeah, man, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the share, and share it, man. Share it. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell and hit so that you get all the notifications. So when I upload a new video, you know what I mean. Yeah, that's it. If you got any comments, put them in the comment section down below. All right. So that's all I wanted to share with y'all, man. I hope y'all have a good day, man, and have a good weekend. It's Friday. Hope y'all have a good weekend. All right? Peace, conscious mother truckers. All right? This your boy, the Conscious Trucka. I'm out. Peace.